glory to God wherever you are. Rahel was lured by a man, and yet her womb was closed. But Leah was not lured by the man, and yet God saw it. Is somebody here with me? God is going to bless you unconditionally. Oh, you didn't hear? I said God is going to bless you. They looked at you and they said you are not fine, so you don't qualify for that marriage. But can I talk to somebody here? When your time is due, the same man will just walk to you, the one that has been packaged for you. They said your legs are crooked, but the right one will look at you and say, this is the kind of leg I have been looking for. When your time is due, nothing can stop your blessing. You said I am not fine, but I am fine for somebody. Lift up your hands and shout, I believe and I receive it. He opened her womb, but Rahel was still barren. Go ahead. You can be preferred by men, but I prefer to be preferred by God. There's somebody in church with me. Is somebody in church with me? There are some people that are better off in the eyes of your boss. But can I talk to somebody here? When the time of blessing comes, it will surprise them to know that your boss will bypass you. They will bypass those people and walk right to you and tell you are the one that position is due for. Lift up your hands and shout, I receive it. And you know what interests me? It is not even the opening of the womb. Your womb can be open and may not produce the kind of blessing you are looking for. But let's take a look at something very interesting here. I'm hated, but I carry the king and the priest. We'll get there. Ooh. I said I'm hated, but I carry the king and the priest. Now, Jacob did not have plans for Rahel. There's somebody in church with me. As far as his plans were concerned, Rahel was not part of it. She just happened to be a mistake that happened in the process of time. But can I give you an announcement? The Lion of the tribe of Judah came out of the same woman that was hated. Is somebody in church with me? Tell your neighbor, I am not a mistake. I am not a mistake. Don't you ever think I am a mistake. I might make some mistakes in the process of time. There may be some flaws in my life. I may have some weaknesses in my life. But there is one thing I know for sure. As far as the plans of God are concerned, I am never a mistake. There is a plan of God for my life. I fall right in the original plan of God. Watch out for my manifestation. Touch your neighbor and say, watch out and see something. Just give me some time. I am here today, but I'll be there tomorrow. Just give me some time. I may be down today, but I'll be lifted up tomorrow. Touch your neighbor and say, give me some time. Give me some time. She went to the labor room and gave birth to Reuben. First son. I'm the one that produced the first son, whether you like it or not. She went in there, I just want to list the first four, and came out with Simeon. The first one, he said, the Lord has looked upon my affliction. Then she went here again, came out with Simeon and said, God has heard me. Then she went in there again, came out with Levi. Wow. And we are talking about the tribe that produced the priestly order. When God wanted people to represent him, God didn't go for any of the children of Rahel. Is somebody here with me? Rahel had children later on, but God never chose any one of them. When God wanted a priest to stand, somebody that can represent him, God said, I am picking up the children of Leah. Is somebody here with me? Hate me or not, I still carry the blessing. Hate me or not, God is programming something out of my life. Whether you agree or not, forget about my appearance, forget about how I look. I am a carrier of destiny. My number may not be right, but I carry a content that can change your life. When the priests were needed to stand in the presence of God, it came out of Levi, the only one that came out of Leah. Can I talk to somebody here? Touch your neighbor and say, there is something in my inside. Say, oh, there is something in me. Can you prophesy to yourself? Tell your neighbor, there is something in me. I don't think you understand me. Touch your neighbor and say, there is something in me. I'm not fine, but there is something in me. I don't have the certificate, but there is something in me. I'm not wearing your kind of clothes, but there is something in me. You may hate me, but there is something in me. I carry your priest. I carry the one that will stand before God and you. There is something I carry. Tell your neighbor, you will need me one day. Tell your neighbor, you will need me one day. A time is coming, you will buy your house from me. A time is coming, your children will need a job from me. A time is coming, I'll be the helm of affairs. A time is coming. A time is coming. A time is coming. I said a time is coming. I feel it in my spirit. I said a time is coming. It may not be fine today, but just give me some time. Touch your neighbor and say, watch out, give me some time. As if that was not enough, she went in again and came out with another child. And that is what I want to stay with today. Came out with the fourth child, whose name was Judah.